Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the video from P.B.M. Money. My name is Brian and welcome. Today I want to do an unusual video. I'm probably going to ruffle a little feathers, but let me explain. As a boomer, we have preconceived ideas just like every other older generation has had that the younger generation has no clue. And that's fine. I said the same thing about my parents. But Gen Z has had a reputation now for not being lazy and not wanting to work. And I thought that was just, same old, generational thing. But recently, I have been seeing a lot of videos from Gen Zers whining and bitching about having to work. Now, I wrote down some of their things that they said, and I'm going to read them to you. And I know that every time they place one of those videos, everybody chimes in on the comments and says, yeah, you're right, right on, keep going. But here we go. I don't want to work 40 hours a week just to pay my bills. Boomers created this economy. What are you going to do about it? I work 40 hours a week and can barely pay my rent. How can I enjoy myself and live life if I have to work 40 hours a week? It's not fair that I have to work 40 hours a week just to pay my bills. I'm just not feeling the vibe of an 8-hour workday. I think we should only have to work 4 hours a day. Okay. Where do I even start with this? Let me start this way. All you Gen Zers, do you think it was easy for us? When I went to school, I rented a bedroom from a guy. I worked full-time, and I went to school full-time, and I graduated with no debt. You don't want to work 40 hours a week. Shut up. When my wife and I got married and had a kid, we rented a one-bedroom apartment because that's all we could afford, and it was an upstairs of an old house. The baby got the bedroom, and she and I slept on the living room floor for 2 years. The boomer generation and the generation before me, we went to war. We sacrificed. We gave up so you could have the opportunity to make the choices that you've made. From my viewpoint, your behavior represents what happens when everybody gets a trophy. And I said it 30 years ago, that was a stupid idea. You need to learn to win and to lose. You suffer, you work hard, you sacrifice, and then you make it. You don't make it right out of college. Now, my question for you is, what's your plan for life? If you're not going to work, how do you plan on living? Now let me go back and address some of these comments. The one for, I don't want to work 40 hours a week, I pretty much addressed that one. Get off your ass and go to work. Boomers created this economy. Yes, we did, and it's the most vibrant economy in the whole world that's ever existed on this planet. If you think you've got it tough, why don't you take a trip over to China or Taiwan? Don't have the money? Go to Mexico, see how they live, and then come back and bitch at me because you have to work 40 hours a week. How can I enjoy myself if I have to work 40 hours a week? At what point did you decide that life was for you to enjoy? You work, you pay your bills, you save, and then you enjoy. That's why you get a vacation instead of vacationing for 50 weeks a year and then working 2 weeks. I don't know where you got your viewpoint of how life works, but damn. Life is not about you. If it's all about you, then you have missed the whole point. The point of life is to become a better person, not lazy, a better person with discipline. Sacrifice for your family. Sacrifice for God and country. We had a saying, God first, country second, then we get to work. You as an individual aren't even in that equation. Get to work. I know that this sounds harsh to Gen Zers, but you know what? I blame them, but I also blame their parents. Somebody should have bent those kids over their knees and spanked their asses until they figured out, hey, get up and go to work. The one that said, there was one comment from one girl, and she was crying on this video. She's 22 years old, fresh out of college, okay? And she says, I have to work 40 hours a week and I make $2,500 a month, and my rent is $2,300 a month. How am I supposed to live and enjoy myself? Okay. There are so many issues here. This girl is so stupid, she has no clue. First off, $2,500 a month is a little over minimum wage, okay? If you're making a little over minimum wage, why are you signing a $2,300 a month rental agreement? And if that's all that's available where you work or where you live, move. Get roommates. Figure it out. I don't understand. In my generation, we left the house at 18. We didn't stay till we were 27. We got a job. We didn't play video games. And we wanted to move out. We wanted to be independent. We wanted to go do our thing, not our parents' thing. This whole thing of staying at home until you're 27 is stupid and just promotes laziness. Get up off your butts and go to work. Listen, let me explain something to you. I am 64 years old. I work 80 hours a week. Let me give you some context. Graham Stephan, who is a multiple millionaire, was just asked on a video how much he lives on in a month. $1,500. Me? I live on about $900 a month. The fact that you're paying $2,300 a month just proves how stupid you are. Figure it out and stop whining and complaining. Now, the reason that I'm doing this video is because I see all these Gen Zers making these videos, and I don't see any boomers or Xers jumping up and defending ourselves, because that's who we are. It's not about us. It was about our families. But you know what? I happen to know, because I was taught history in school, and I happen to know that the decline of every civilization throughout history has been when it becomes successful, it becomes lazy. When it becomes lazy, the economy goes down and either somebody takes it over or it crumbles. That's what Gen Z is happening. If you don't change and make your children change, this country is going down the tubes, and it's going to be solely on your shoulders. Boomers and Xers have built this country. You're going to be the decline of this country. Get off your tails and go to work and stop bitching. Have a great day, happy investing, and happy work week.